Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper and this is the home of That's Just Prime, the comprehensive Optimus Prime review series. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine videos, unboxings, blogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I usually upload 2 videos a week, sometimes more. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see. Hey guys, Bert the Stormtrooper here, and before I got started on this week's video, I would like to ask everybody to just take a moment and go check out my fellow Army veteran and toy reviewer, Patriot Prime, and I'm going to put a link to him right above here. He is an awesome reviewer. He just started his channel about a year ago, and as I'm recording this morning, he is at 935 subscribers. I want to try and help him get to 1,000 before the end of the month. He is so close. Like I said, he started his channel about a year ago. He puts out great content, a lot of G1 stuff, a lot of the new stuff. Funny guy. He's got a great sense of humor. I talk to him almost daily, and I just absolutely love what he's putting out. He and I have been doing a lot of collab work lately. Just kind of, you may not see it on camera, but we do a lot of talking behind the scenes. And I just really want to help him and his channel grow. So again, if you could take a moment, just head on over to Patriot Prime, check out what he does, and if you like him, give him a subscribe. I'd like to help him get to 1,000 before the end of the month. So with that, Jason, good luck with the channel. I'm sure we'll be talking about it and doing more work together. And to do a call out to Patriot Prime, let's get started with this week's video. So welcome to That's Just Prime.
Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the KBB Combat Commander, and I love this toy. And this is a really odd little curiosity of a toy that I recently came upon, and I didn't know much about it. So yeah, this came up in one of my searches. I was looking for something else on eBay, and this came up as a suggestion. I didn't know anything about it, so I looked into it. He was pretty cheap. I'll get into that in a moment. And I went ahead and ordered it. And then after I ordered it is when I started doing all my research of it. And this is like a KO of a third-party figure. So it's almost like some would call it a KO of a KO. It's just a really weird oddity kind of thing. So this KBB or KKB, they kind of go back and forth. I don't know much about them. It's just called KUBINBAO. Is the brand that's shown on the box right there. And I'll show that off here a little more in a moment. So I don't know anything about that company. Now, the Generation Toy is a third-party company that put out a figure called the GT05. That was a not Optimus Prime. And it came in a 2-pack with a Megatron figure as well. And I don't remember what the number, I'm going to guess probably 06. If they came together, GT05 and GT06, I'm not really sure. But anyway, Generation Toy put out a 2-pack of these 2 figures that sold for about $60 for the pair. This figure is apparently a knockoff or a KO or a copy of that GT05 figure, and it usually retails for approximately $15. I picked up this figure on eBay for $17. So, that being said, the Autobot sticker that's on it, that is a Toy Hacks or Repro Label sticker, I put that on there myself. All right, so that's about all the info that I've been able to find about the figure. Real quick, I'll show you the package that he comes with. So, he comes in a box, KBB Combat Commander. There's that company name. There it is again. Plastic Model Series. This does come assembled and painted. All you do is take it out of the box and play with it. So, there's the top, sides. The side shows you the conversion, and then on the back, it shows you the figure in robot mode, and a couple of other figures in the series, which I have not really been able to see any of these just yet. So, he comes with that. He comes with his instruction sheet, which is a very clear and concise instruction sheet. I like this a lot. There's those other 3 figures again. And he does come with a weapon, which is stored in vehicle mode, so I'll show you those later. So, again, also, from what I've been able to find about this figure, is that it was supposed to be pre-ordered through December of 2018, and it was supposed to start shipping in February of 2019. As I am recording this video, it is the morning of Sunday, January the 13th, as I'm recording this. So, like I said, I found this on eBay about 3 weeks ago, right before the end of the year. I found this on eBay, ordered it, and here it is already. So I don't know if I beat the pre-orders or how that worked out. Like I said, this is just a very weird little rare oddity of a figure that I found. And I love it when I find these little rare oddities. So cool. So as you can see, Combat Commander is very much so an homage to G1 Optimus Prime, and he looks fantastic. There's absolutely zero robot cable hanging out on this vehicle, unless you want to count these outriggers on the back that are very obviously going to be the robot feet. Other than that, that is a very solid little truck mode. He rolls just fine. He does have rubber wheels. Now, on my copy, this one wheel in the back, that pin seems to have been shot in just a little too hard. So this wheel doesn't, while it rolls, as you can see, it doesn't roll quite as freely as the other ones do. So he does roll fine, but you can see that one wheel in the back does drag a little bit. I don't have an issue with the other ones. That just seems to be an issue on QC for this one figure alone. I don't think that's going to be really a problem across the board with figures. I really do like the tires. They, like I said, they are rubber tires, so they seem like they're solid on the inside, and then they're just open on the outside, so that you pop the actual wheel into the rubber tire and then shoot the nail into the whole thing to pop it in. Very nice. Really nice little construction. I really enjoy this figure a lot. For comparison, here he is with one of the Nitro series from the Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime. And it's about, just a little smaller. This is about the closest that I could find off my shelf and on quick notice. So if you're familiar with it, it's not quite Legends size as well. It's bigger than Legend size, but if you guys remember what the basic size were, it's about a basic size figure. So there you go. You can see what these guys look like together. And for something a little more up to date that most people are going to have in hand, so they have a really good idea, there he is with Siege Optimus Prime, and you can see what they look like together. So, and for transformation, it's really simple, actually. Very, very fun, cool little transformation. So the first thing we're going to do is going to come out down here to the bottom, and you're going to unpeg the weapon. So the weapon stores right underneath the cab. Unpeg that, unfold it, and there's the weapon. How cool is that? I absolutely adore that about this figure. There is no pegging the weapon on the back or pegging it on the top or any of that nonsense that, I typically, I am not a fan of that. The fact that it folds up and it goes inside of the vehicle is absolutely perfect. I absolutely love that. So I'm going to set the weapon off to the side. And we're going to start right off here with the tanks. And these are going to unpeg right there from the side. And they're going to rotate down and around and cover up that front wheel or that rear wheel right there. Same thing on this side. And one of these tends to be very, very tight on me. And I think it's this one. So I may need to do this one off. There it is. There it is. It came off. I was afraid I was going to have to do that one off camera, but there you go. That one came off. And of course, these are going to be the feet. And let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and unpeg those. We're going to open the feet up. And these are very interesting. So if you look at, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And I'm going to come in close. So if you look right there at that joint, you're going to see that little panel. So when you fold it in for truck mode, you're going to notice that this panel has a slot right back here. So that slot in the back is the one you want for truck mode. For robot mode, you're going to bring it up, and you're going to want to meet this slot right here near the top. So once you meet that, push that into place, and there's the leg extended. So same thing on this side. I'm going to open that up, and you'll notice that that tab is right inside that slot that's in the back. So I'm going to bring it up so that it goes into this slot. Accordion that out, line it up, and there you go. My legs are all done. Let's work on the front of the truck. I'm going to take the bumper and pop it open, And that's going to bring the wheels out to the side as well. And I can fold those in. Next, I'm going to go ahead. Actually, before we do all of that, we're going to take the arms and get them out of the way. So the arms are just going to come out in typical Optimus Prime mode. Bring them up. And the arms do something really, really cool. So now you're going to extend the arms and then rotate them 180. And then bring out the fist. But just also in there pretty tight. Joints are pretty tight on this. This is a pretty solid figure so far. I like it a lot. So again, extend. We can go ahead and bring the fist out now so you can see what that looks like. And then we're going to rotate the bottom half of the arm like that. So in reality, rather than doing this for truck transformation, Optimus's arms does that for truck transformation, which is really ingenious, and it really helps to solidify the look of the whole thing. Really, really cool. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to take these panels here on the side, and these are going to rotate backwards like so. There you go. So same thing on this side. Rotate that back, and then you're going to take those panels and the grill are all together, and you're going to push them back as far as they'll go, just like that. And when you do, the grill is going to angle back just a little bit. So there's that. I want to make sure that is as far back as it's supposed to go. There are a lot of tabs on this figure that help hold everything in place and make it look solid. And that is really nice. At the same time, there you go. It wasn't back as far as it would go. So when I pushed the top of the grill back, that brought these panels back and lined them up with this edge of the cap. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and bring the lights straight up and plug them into place to help form the rest of the torso right there. Now we can go ahead and bring the legs forward. These panels back here are on a hinge. They're going to fold in, and you're going to notice there's tabs right here at the tab or at the top that are going to go into that slot on the small of his back. So we're going to line those up, bring them up, and tab them in. And like I was saying, there's a lot of tabs on this figure that help keep everything in place and keep everything solid. They will get in the way of transformation, though. Sometimes you're trying to move things around and they're not quite moving, and it's because of those tabs. So it's just something to keep an eye out. But in the long run, it does turn out to be very helpful because, it, like I said, it keeps the figure solid. Okay, so I turn the waist around, and then finally we're going to come back here, open this panel up. That reveals the head. We're going to bring the head up. Close that panel back up again. And there is KBB Combat Commander in robot mode. And he is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I just realized I forgot to bring something up in vehicle mode. When I was doing the comparisons, the size of the vehicle mode was about 3.5 inches long and about 2 inches tall. And then here in robot mode, KBB Commander is about 5 inches tall. Just a little under 5 inches tall. For comparison, here he is again with that Igniter figure. So you can see he's just a little taller. So he had a little bit of a smaller truck mode than the Igniter, but in robot mode he is just a little bit taller. So that gives you a good sense of what the size of this figure is. And again, for something a little more up to date that you'll probably recognize, I'm backed up as far as I could go, so I need to move the camera up. But there he is with Siege, Optimus Prime. So you can see he's a little smaller than a deluxe figure would be. Again, if you remember what the basic size figures were, that's the size of this guy right here. So we'll bring the camera back down again and zoom in a little bit just to check him out. And again, KBB Commander is an absolutely beautiful Optimus Prime figure. Again, I put that sticker on there that did not come with. For articulation, he's got a lot of ball joints. So the head is ball jointed, which by the way, the head has light piping on there as well. So you got the eye effect going on. Pretty cool. Beautiful head. Let's take a closer look at that head. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous head. So ball joint on the head. As you can see, ball joint on the shoulder. Now the shoulder is neat because it's got this lever that's got a joint inside of the shoulder. So you can move the shoulder up and down. And then also you've got that ball joint up in there. So in and out, forward and backwards, all the way around. You have a rotation at the bicep. You've got a bend at the elbow. You can bend them backwards again because of the transformation. No rotation at the fist. You can only go up and down a little bit. That's again due to transformation. Waist rotation, ball joint at the hips. So again, in and out, forward and backward, that far and that far. Rotation right there at the top of the thigh. Nice bend at the knee. And if you pop the panel like I just did, you can super bend the knee like that, and it does not look terribly out of place. But you are popping off that panel, so, you know, a little bit of give and take. And then again, you've got ball joints down here at the ankle, so you got a little bit of pivot, rocker, forward and backwards, and then you also have the joint for the toes themselves. So very posable little figure. And again, I'm going to bring in the gun and simply just slot that right into his hand, just like so. And there you go. Beautiful little figure. I really enjoyed this figure a lot. I'm so happy that I found it. Again, I didn't know anything about this. This just came up in a search while I was looking for something else. This came up as a recommendation. I saw it. I saw the price. I'm like, give me that. 17 bucks. I guess I overpaid because I later found out the retail is supposed to be 15, but if I got it early, I guess the 2 extra bucks was worth it. Absolutely loving this figure. And I think that about covers the KBB Combat Commander. I guess we'll call him not Optimus Prime. What did you think of this figure, and do you have suggestions for something you'd like to see me review in the future? Let me know by leaving me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I make a new video. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.